The Archdiocese of Baltimore has reached a pivotal point. Leaders tell me they can no longer rest on laurels. It's time to take a hard look at the future and move forward.
I think that's what the church is doing now. And it's doing this by facing up to its challenges, facing up to reality.
The reality is the Archdiocese is grappling with Chapter 11 bankruptcy, allegations of clergy sexually abusing children for 8 decades, and now inevitable mass church closures due to drastic attendance drop in recent years and aging infrastructure.
No one likes to make painful decisions, myself included. But what has happened is we've talked with almost 4,000 people, and we've had meetings across the city.
Around 40 Baltimore area parishes will soon shutter or merge.
We are gathered as a family of faith.
Archbishop William Lori says they're not abandoning the city, but rather addressing a population shift. He says who attends service and where deviates from decades ago, especially when it comes to new immigrants from African nations, South America, and Asia. Hispanic Latino practicing Catholics are up 17% in recent years.
When they migrate to the United States, they bring their language, but they also bring their faith and they bring their culture. And we have seen that throughout the Archdiocese, throughout the United States. The numbers clearly show our parishes are, busting at the seams.
That includes over at St. Joseph Parish in Cockeysville, a church built by Irish and Italian immigrants a century ago, now attracting thousands of worshipers, including Kimberly Hernandez, a 17-year-old daughter of immigrants highly involved in the church and by choice.
Around middle school, it was my choice. It became my choice where it became like it wasn't my mom taking me. It was like, I want to be here. I want to feel that someone understands.
When you talk about God's love, it's like hard to define.
Youth leader Christopher Wesley says the mission of the church remains the same, but how they reach young people is changing.
The big change is that they want to be here, and no one has to be here. We've eliminated all those requirements there, and so we've seen the fruits of that over the last couple of years.
Helping youth find purpose by building back trust and walking alongside them.
I think once people realize that you can not only learn and study the Word of God, but also live it and spread it within your own community and be the change you want to see, I think that will help really bolster the church community as a whole.
The community here is amazing. Like, everyone is so kind, so supportive, so loving. It's really nice to know that there's people out there who really love and care,
30 minutes away in Loch Raven, those with a lead LGBT ministry want to see the same acceptance.
It's nice to have a community, especially because growing up, religion was something that I always thought I was barred from.
Fiancés Micah Percy and Samuel Smith co-chair the advocacy group. Percy, a recent convert, is the first openly transgender adult in Baltimore to receive confirmation. Smith, a lifelong Catholic, says that's a step in the right direction.
It felt like kind of a secret that I had, that I was gay and that I was trans. But the fact that I can be open, the fact that I can be co-chair, the fact that I could be Micah's confirmation sponsor, to me shows that progress.
Though many more obstacles are still at play, they're hopeful that more people will soon feel welcome in the Catholic Church. As the Archdiocese of Baltimore continues to open its doors, parishioners say in order for the institution to prosper, it's going to take a united front, and that includes everyone. I'm Tommy Clark, WBAL TV 11 News.